Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Oh, that's superb. And they're back on the ball again. Now it's Rodri. Nicely aimed pass. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Knocks it into space. Haaland, impressive jump! He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, this guy, Rodri, is a player I like a lot, and he's someone who...
Mbappe! Mbappe! Irrepressible! About as smooth as it gets. And there is your opener. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Spain are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Quarter of an hour played. Tries to play it, shoots! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Rodri spots it and intercepts. Now, can they get him away? That looks a good ball through. That's tidy. Olise. Good ball, good take. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Bellingham. Played into space.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Lovely feet. Yeah, that looks a decent ball. Bellingham. Oh, such a clever touch. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Some really good ball movement. Spread to the right. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Rice.
Spain definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look up. Chance for a shot!
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And it's hoisted clear. And it's Rodri. He is just caressing the ball. Pedri. That's really well manoeuvred. And the counter is on. And the through ball. Well timed, excellent interception. Rice. Bellingham. And here's Thuram. Thuram. Good driving run. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. He's having a pop! Oh, sweet feet. And it's Rice. And that is expertly dealt with. He's a sharp little ball here.
Vietnam really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Bellingham purring through the gears. That's a cute ball. Saliba. And here's Bellingham. Driving on and making good progress. And that is well cleared. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. And here's Tuan. Mbappe. Spence. Great vision. And for the first half, that is that. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Some first half thoughts?
Well, I'm a little bit worried for them and the way they've looked in transitions, Peter. They've been a bit exposed, so they might be only one down, but they can't afford to have any more sloppy moments. Concede another and we know it's an awful long way back.
Vietnam can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. And here is the first touch of the second half. Vietnam leading courtesy of the game's only goal. No, that's been intercepted.
Vietnam clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
And a chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And here's Olise. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Spain have the chance to go the other way. Rodri. Now it's Haaland. And it's Rodri. Bellingham. There's the shot! Again, a brilliant save.
Another cracking save from the keeper, Peter. He's playing a blinder.
That has ended up in no man's land. And it's Mendes. And that's a really buccaneering run he's making. And he whips it in. Oh, important interception. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And the shot!
He almost caught everyone out there the way he just eked out the room to get the shot in.
It's their second corner of the game. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And here's Haaland.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, that's well done, really robust.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Olise. Oh, that's delightful. Big chance! And again! And it's in! Spain are all square! He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Spain restore parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And here's Mbappe. Olise. Vietnam have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Now it's Tuan. He won't be happy with that one. Olise. For Rice. Rodri. Aimed beyond the defence. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And it's Rodri. Pedri driving for... Shot at goal! Rodri. And it's Rice.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Nicely worked. So can he finish? Goal! Spain! And the comeback is complete.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal 22.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
El dorsal 41.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Now it's Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres. And he's got away from him.
El dorsal 10.
Ferran. Oh, shooting chance!
El dorsal 13.
And that really should have been that.
Oh, what a stunning save. Absolutely tremendous, and he's kept his team in it.
Corner number 2 then. And that has been cleared. And it's Rodri. Pedro Porro. Can he get on the end of this? Now this could be a chance. And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. So, third corner of the game. Van Dijk attempts a clearance.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Jose, Ferran Torres.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Eze. That's a lovely, neat pass. And it's Olmo.
4 minutos de descuento.
Showing good feet. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Looking to play him in. Pedro Porro. Dembele. Tchouaméni. Quality ball. And that's going wide left. Shaw. And he's managed to get free. And he's taking no chances there. And he thumps it clear. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Vietnam pleasingly clever on the ball. They had Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Things already rolling. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm?
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment.
And it's Bellingham. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, this guy, Rodri, was one of Europe's most coveted midfielders when he was on the market, and often seen as an integral component in the next generation of Spanish midfielders. He's got that outstanding quality of being able to shield the ball particularly well, and that is key to any holding midfielder.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Nicely shaped ball. It's a pretty loose pass. Pedro Porro. Quarter of an hour played. Good ball, good take. Oh, look at the space. Big chance! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. Van Dijk. Defending of the desperate variety. Vietnam, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. And the shot! Goal! Spain! And there is your opener. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Spain are in front now, the game's only goal.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Just eases him off the ball. And he's forced to go back. Saliba, it's an inviting looking ball that.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
He's in one-on-one, tries a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Van Dijk does really well to win the ball there. Vietnam are looking to go forward now. That's tidy. Stood up well to him there.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Pedri. Now it's Haaland. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Spence receives it in a good position here. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Great defending, strong and determined. Rodri. Now it's Haaland. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. Vietnam certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Pedri. Now he's got space here. Oh, that's clever. Shot could be on. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And here's the chance to counter. Well, that pass isn't the best. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now, can they get him away? Rice pinches it off him. Olise. It's Pedri. Pedri powering forward here. And it's Spence. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And the referee has signalled for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Vietnam trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Olise! And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
And it's been taken short. Cleared without hesitation. And now they can spring out of defence. Olise. Pedri. Rodri. He's going for goal! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Rodri really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Vietnam have their second corner now. Olise goes short. And here's Olise. Yeah, he's fouled him there. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. It is another opportunity from a set piece they have here.
Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box. They just need a good delivery.
Shot, surely! It's a goal! They have come roaring back!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Haaland! Big relief, it just needed better contact. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And it's Rodri. Played out wide.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Howson. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Now, who's going to be first to this? There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Bellingham. Bellingham charging forward, the ball at his feet. Chance for a shot! Goal! Spain! And again they hit the front. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal 22.
So we have movement on both benches. Spain with the lead.
Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 14, el dorsal 11.
Eze will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And now the breakaway, driving forward. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour.
Vietnam really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
He has a look up. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner.
Cambio de jugadores en España.
So, third quarter of the game.
El dorsal 2, el dorsal 16. Serán
Ødegaard
sustituidos
plays
por
it short.
el dorsal 9, el dorsal
Delivery
3,
from Mbappe.
el dorsal 6.
Easy enough for the goalkeeper.
Cambio de jugadores.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Played over towards the opposite flank. Knocks it into space. Oh, shooting chance! Nicked it back promptly. Tuan. And it's Olmo. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Mbappe! That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Vietnam really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Now this could be a chance. Tuan. Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. Chouameni. That's an imaginative pass. No luck with that dink over the top. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Ødegaard. Bellingham. And he's been shifted off it. And they've got rid. And the referee brings it to a close. Vietnam perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things already rolling. Looking for a runner. Now it's Bellingham. Rice. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Spence making good progress on the right-hand side. Ah, such a clever touch. He's taking on the lot of them. Showing great feet there. Nice control. Now here's the delivery. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Olise clears without hesitation. And it's Pedri. Not the most convincing of passes. Bellingham did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Well, the lethargy in their play isn't a great look, and it was very evident on that occasion.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, I get the feeling, Peter, that this guy, Michael Elise, will be very much on show here. He's, I think, superb in that position on the right-hand side. I don't want to see him moved anywhere else.
Rice! Chouameni. Oh, they could break here. And here's Haaland.
There they go, hunting again.
Whistle's gone, that's foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. Elise. Nuno Mendes. Quick chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Haaland is offering a wry smile there. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Opts to play it back. Spain are looking to go forward now. Haaland is onto this. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Looking for the run. This looks promising. Brilliantly cut out. So it is still 0-0. And here's Elise. And here's Haaland. Real chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Haaland really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Vietnam have their second corner now. That's very neat. And now a sudden chance to counter. Ah, he's given it away. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encourage the pass.
Chance for a shot! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Elise certainly looked hungry and exciting on the ball. Confidence is at play here.
Courtois gets his hands on it and the danger is averted. Vietnam have the chance to go the other way. Elise. Good play on the left-hand side here.
This is the time you need that pace.
Rodri. And it's Spence. Belling. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Driving on and making good progress. He's having a hit! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Pedri. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Olise. Turan. Oh, he's been caught napping. Now it's Olise. Played in.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Oh, good-looking ball.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
And here's Thuram. Stood up well to him there. And that is the end of the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So, nothing to report so far on the goals front.
After all that probing and testing the waters, here's hoping for a more open second half.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break. And so the action is resumed.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Getting up there! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nuno Mendes. That ball looks a good one. Olise ventures forward. Threads one in. And it's Mendes. Nuno Mendes engages and forces him off the ball. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Tries to play it through, and he's running through. It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. Vietnam really could have done without this. So perhaps now the breakthrough. Oh, brilliant stop from Courtois! Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Pedro Porro, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Oh, good spread. Pass is just off target. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. And here's Haaland. Nuno Mendes. Now this could be a chance. Goes for a shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Corner number 3 coming up. So it's going to be another corner. Vietnam get their 4th corner. Olise goes short. Mbappe. Backward it goes. He's having a pop! So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just...
He's in one-on-one. Oh, he's having a go! And he's stuck it away! And we have liftoff!
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Spain have fired themselves in front.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Oh, well measured. Bellingham. That's very disappointing, it has to be said. And they win it back again. Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. Cross deflected behind for a corner. It's their 2nd corner of the game. keeper's dealt with that.
Spain clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Cucurella getting forward. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Rodri gets across to intercept that. Pedro Porro. Spence. Spence. Lovely feet. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Pedri. Pedri. Rodri. Vietnam very much running into the last chance saloon.
Well, I like to see, Peter, that they haven't given up yet, so the spirit burns on.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal 22. El dorsal 7. El dorsal
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
El dorsal 21.
Yamal.
El dorsal 2.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
El dorsal 10. El dorsal 6. El dorsal 18. El dorsal 3. Cambio de jugadores.
Oh, good steal, he just read it.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Eze in acres of space out wide. Van Dijk tries to clear. That's an imaginative pass.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Vietnam really were made to rue their ineptitude, if I can put it like that. Defended reasonably well, but if you can't put away your chances, there's always a risk of this happening. And that's going to be painful for them.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.